Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what was going on. I was talking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is a page of result container which shows all the results. And we are converting the object to array to display the results. So ultimately we have the results in the array in the results, or in the my array we have array. So let's print out this my array to see what is coming. It's starting. Okay, so we have the results, and I can see the my array is 6 number 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's change the location to San Francisco, and then I click search, and now my array is 2 element, which I'm able to show here. So now if I refresh the page, this information is gone, right? So to keep the information saved for the user, we can put this information in the local storage, and then we can, on refresh, we can show that, and we'll do that in some time, maybe today or tomorrow. Right now my concern is to show the pagination. So for pagination, first we have to install the bootstrap, React bootstrap, in our code. If you go to index.html, we have added the bootstrap.min.js. Generally this creates a problem in the React. This does not work properly with the React.js. So I will, right now I will delete this part. I don't want that kind of thing. Also, the jQuery part I'll delete, but not now. In some time I may delete this also, jQuery, because I don't need jQuery in my project. So right now only I deleted bootstrap one, and now I will install. So you also delete in the public index.html, delete the bootstrap file. Now I will install the React Bootstrap. So to install the React Bootstrap, I'll say npm install -- save, and then I'll say React dash Bootstrap. So this is the command I used. I gave you in the chat. You can also run. So many of the Bootstrap thing we may grab, maybe not in this project, in another project, but right now we are just installing React Bootstrap.
After our project for the donation.
Yeah. What is your question?
Like my React project learn kit for the donation
Yeah.
and npm install.
Yeah, inside the learn for donation, npm install this one, right? Is that you're asking?
Yes, I already installing.
Okay. And once it is done, we can see in the package.json, it should be there. Right now, I don't see it. I don't see it. It will come appear here. Okay, it's the Bootstrap, React Bootstrap. Let's see. It should be there. Project for donation. I don't see here. Yeah, I see React Bootstrap. So this is the first step in doing the pagination. So first we are doing pagination. I will write down the steps here. First step, install React Bootstrap by following command. So this is the command. Second step. So we will create one pagination file, and then we will call this pagination file. I did not created it. It was I got it from somewhere in the internet with there where they show the pagination 1, 2, 3 numbering using the React Bootstrap. Only thing we have to use it, how to use it. That's the part we will see. Otherwise, pagination, no need to build yourself. Unnecessary. It is time waste to create yourself. A lot of things are available on the internet. So I'll create one file in the utilities. I will name it as pagination.js, or I can name it as paginator. Generally, pagination is for the Bootstrap, so I will rename it to something different, maybe paginator.js. And in the paginator, I will put the following code. So I will maybe I will start with this one. I'm putting it here, and then I will give it to you in the chat. So this is something, it's not very difficult to build kind of thing. It's just we are calling the pagination. This pagination is from the React Bootstrap, and just it is putting in the div. So we are not really doing anything. Everything is done in the React Bootstrap. We are just creating one wrapper, which we call the React Bootstrap, and my application will call this paginator and will pass all the parameters. Now, what are the parameters I need to pass? We will see that. So this is the paginator. This is calling pagination. That is, this is the pagination. from the React Bootstrap. Now I will put the usage, how to use this class. So here I will put comment and I will show you how to use it. So when you have your class, you can create a constructor. In the constructor, you will say page number, because initially the page number will be 1. And on clicking of the page number, you will create a function which will be called. This function will be called when user will click page number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are the parameters which you have to mention in your application in a variable. And each parameter has its own value. How many items you want? Let's say you want 10 page. How many items? Actually, items is a page number. How many page number you want? On select, when user will click this page number, what should happen? We should call this function. This function will update the page number. How many buttons you needed? So generally, you can mention 4, 5, 6, whatever button you want to display on the page. Others will be hidden. Do you need boundary links? So boundary links may be, left, right, reaching left, right. Maybe this is the boundary link. We will see that by making off what is displayed and what is not displayed. So this is something which we create a variable and we pass into the paginator, and paginator is nothing but our class. This is our class. So this is how we have to use it. So let's try to, you don't have to remember this. This thing was, everything was in the, method how to use the pagination, and I grab it. And no one asks if you go for interview also, this pagination is something utility which you have to build kind of thing. Maybe you can go into detail to see how it is done, but it's not very important, because pagination is something you need to only remember this configuration. Rest all you get in documentation, and you have to pass the documentation and this pagination there. So we will use it. This is a usage and this is a paginator file. So before I go and do it, I will commit this paginator file. You have to grab it from the Git. Let me commit it. So paginator is there. Results container, paginator. Okay, let's see. Okay, so just grab this file. You don't need to modify this file. This is one-time creation of the file which we got from the internet. It's not very important to really work on this file. Only thing we have to notice is how to use this paginator. Otherwise, rest is not very important. Okay, so it's committed. You can grab this paginator. It is in the utilities folder. By the time you grab it, I will go ahead, and now we will call this pagination. Usage is explained here. We will call this pagination in our page. Okay, so let's call this one. So which is our page home? We have the page called as results container. So here is what we will show. We will show the pagination. So it is in the results container. We will add our functionality. So first thing is you need to put the constructor, the props in the results container, and I will say super props, and I will start with this dot state is equal to in number equal to 1. So in the state I display I define page number as 1 because initially I want page number 1, and this is explained in the usage. So this line, forget about this line. I will talk this line about after some time. Let's add this function which will update the page number when user will click 2 number, 3 number, 4 number. So whenever user will click 1, 2, or 3, I will call one function called as onActive page change, and here I will call the page number. This is the page number, and I will say inside this function I will say this dot set state, and set state will be page number and whatever page I pass. So this is the page which I am passing here, and this page number is the state page number which is getting updated. So whenever user will click 2 number, the page number will become 2. So active page number will be 2. So first we created the constructor with the state variable, and then we created this function. You copy this 2 in the results container, and then we'll move ahead. Okay, now we will import our paginator, the paginator file which we created in the utility. We will import that file here. So I will say import paginator from utilities slash paginator.js. So I call this paginator which is in the utilities. So just you grab this file also. I put in the chat. Okay, now what I will do. So we have paginator called, we have 2 functions called. Now let's call the paginator in our page to display the pagination. So we will call like this. So let's call this one like this. So if I go to the utility, let's see the utility. So we have to build this constant variable. So I will build this constant variable in our home.js. So maybe in the render function, I will build this constant variable. So first is saying active page. So I'm saying this dot state dot page number, that is this one. Okay, I don't want it in the home. Actually, this is wrong. I want it in the results container. Sorry. I want it in the results container because home does not have the pagination kind of thing. So I will put this after my array. I will create a pagination array, and I will grab this part also. Nope, I did not put paginator. Okay, I have paginator here. So let's understand. This is the active page. Which one is active page? I'll say this first number will be active initially. Initially, let's say I will give the total page numbers. This is total page numbers. Let's say I will give 200. Just now for temporary number of pages. Then on select, On select, when you select the 2 number, 3 number, then which function you have to call. So I have to call this on active page change. Generally, this function will be inside the render function kind of thing. So we have to make it like dot bind this, like this. We cannot call directly only this dot one. If we have to call only through JavaScript, then this one will suffice. But many times this is called inside. Many times it's called inside the render function. So we have to say dot bind this. And how many buttons we want? 3. And we will experiment with boundary links and first, next, last, previous. Also, this is something we will make it true. This is something the variables in the bootstrap. Let's say if I go to the React bootstrap. So these are the variables they have asked to define. If I go to their introduction, let's see, components. So this pagination, and in the pagination, we will see these are the parameters we can set on this pagination. We can set the boundary links. It will display the first and the last button. And if it is true, it will display first, last, and if it is false, it will not display first and the last button. This is your custom class. So if you want to add another class, you can add the base class. So this is another button class to change the button parameters, and there are other parameters which we can set. So one is the on select. So when user will click 1, 2 number, we will call this function that is on select. So we have created on select function and we have passed this one where we will update the page number. So initially page number will be 1. When user go to 3 page number, we can update the page number to 3. And then it will display third page number here. So this is the parameters which we created for our pagination. Now we will call the pagination by as follows. So wherever we want the pagination, let's say I want all the records, and then I want maybe HR tag, and then I want pagination. And in the pagination, that means I will call this paginator. I'm calling this paginator, and I'm passing this all the properties. Which are the properties? This is the property which we built it. So you get this property. I'm putting it in the chat, and then you have to and you have to call this pagination like this. I put it in the chat. Now let's see it is working or not. Okay, I have to start npm start. I'm not able to see pagination. Let's see. This is the records I'm getting. This is the paginator, and paginator is getting all these parameters. Let's print all these parameters. Okay, I'm getting this one. I don't know why it was not showing. Anyhow, I put the parameters here. So active page is 1, so 1 is displayed. Total there are pages 200, so we are displaying 200. Maximum button are 3. So when it says 3, it does not exactly show 3 buttons. It right now it's showing 4 buttons. But if you put 5, 6, then instead of instead of showing 3 kind of thing, it will be more, 5, 6 number will be there. Right now I put 3 number. So it shows 3 number, but there are extra boundary numbers also there which it shows. And there is a boundary link, first item, last, max button, next, to on select we call the function. So when I click this 197, it is updating the state variable, and that state variable is this one, page number. Because in this on active page, we define that whenever user click the page number, we will update with the new page number. So this new page number is coming here. And I can go through navigation, but it is not linked to my accounts. It is just going through randomly based on its knowledge. So now we will link it to this part, but before I link it, just you put it. Which part? You put this part already? This part is done?
To the top,
Yeah,
return, before return.
before return. I'll delete this part.
Okay, before return.
Before it, just put this constant.
And where should we put the paginator component?
So it depends where you want to display it. I put it in the below the results. I'm putting here. So it depends on where you want to build. And after you do this, just test out whether everything is working as I showed you. It's not showing the real numbers, which we will fix now, but at least you can move from one number to another.
Okay, let me try. Yes, works.
Okay. Now we have to really link with the array kind of thing with this paginator. This is little lengthier, not complex. It's a lengthier, so you have to pay attention to it, how we are going to do this one. So for this, we will create multiple variables, and those variables you have to pay attention how I'm creating it. In a second, let me see which variables I have to create. Okay. So the first variable which we have to create. So right now it's showing all the records. Okay. So here we will create some variables. I will say variables to display the pagination content. I will create these variables above my pagination variable here. And here I will say pagination component. Now here I will create some variables. So first variable, let's say I create the constant max rows. So how many rows I want per page? Let's say 25 per page, or any number you want to display on the each page. Right now we are displaying all the records 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for testing purpose we will make it 2, but later on we will change it to 25 or 10 or 15, whatever we want. So right now we are putting maximum row to display is 2. So we have to display one time 2 rows. Then when user click 2 number, then we will show 2 more, 2 more, like that. Next variable which I need to create is the page number. So what is the current page number? So it's, I'll say page number. So this page number is only for programmatically purpose, not for the real purpose. And this purpose, this page number starts with the 0 number. So when you have the page number 1, that means here it will be 0. And if user has page number 2, then page num will be 1. So it is programmatical number which starts from the 0 number. So here I will say this dot state dot page number minus 1. Bani. So because this page number which we have in the state, it starts from the 1. But programmatical purpose, we need to start with the 0 number. So I did whatever page number we have for the state, this page number will be 1 minus. Let's create third variable now. I will say constant start row. So let's say we have 6 record. On the page number 1, it starts at the 0th number. Okay, so we have 6 records. 6 record means this is a 0 number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means start row will be 0 and 1. Here start row will be 2 and 3. Here start row will be 4 and 5. So we have to tell which is the start row. So start row will be page number, that is which page we are on, into max rows. So for example, max rows is 2 and page number is, first time the page number will be what, 1 or 0? जोर से बोलती है, डिस्टर्ब हो रही है बंद करो. So what will be the page number first time?
0.
0. Since the
Sure.
page number is 0, so 0 into 2 start row will be 0. That means on the page number 1, start row is 0. That is 0 and 1. And if I go to page number 2, what will be the page num?
1.
Page num will be 1. So I will multiply 1 into max rows. So it will be 2. So on the page 2, it will start with the 2 number and 3 number. Start row will be 2. And since we have to show maximum 2, so it will be 2 and 3. Let's go to the page number 3. Page num will be 2. So that means page num into max row, it will be 4. So that means we will show 4 and 5 number on the third page number. So start row will be what is the starting number on that page, and it will be page number multiplied by max rows. Let's go ahead now. What are the total rows? So I will say constant total rows. So total rows will be my array dot length. So what will be the total length? Here in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my array dot length will be 6. Let's check the total rows. So if I want to see total rows, I can see total rows is 6 because we have 6 records. So we will make it total rows. So these are the variables which we create for the pagination. And this is one time, and then we'll copy paste in all other projects. Next will be, I will see, this is the my array with all the 6 rows. I will create another array. I will say constant. I will name this array as my array converted, because total rows are 6, which we can get it from my array. But on this page, I want to display only how many records?
2.
On one page, I have to display only 2 records. Since I want to display only 2 records, so I want to cut from my array to display only the 2 records. So my array, let's say my array have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 records. So, but on this page, I want only these 2 records. So what I will do, I will take my array and I will delete all this number and I will grab only these 2. On the page number 2, I will delete all, I will keep only 3 and 4. On page number 3, I will keep only 5 and 6. So I want only 2 records on this page. So to do that, we will use one of the JavaScript inbuilt functionality, and that is called splice. So to use a splice, I will pass the original array, it is my array, and then I will say splice. Inside splice, I want to put 2 things. One is the start row. What will be the start row? I will put that start row. And then I will put how many rows I want to delete it and how many rows I want to grab it, and rest all I want to delete it. So I want to grab only 2 rows. So I will say max rows. So second parameter will be max rows. So this one will only take 0 to 2. So it will take 0 and 2 records. So that means 0 and 1. And it will put it inside this variable. So what it will do, splice will do, it will get this my array and it will delete all other rows, but it will take only from 0 to number of rows is 2. So 0 to 2, that means 0 to 1. So if we have a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I say splice 0, 2, which number will go? 0 means position number 0. Position number 0 is this. And I need 2 records. 2 records means this and this. So I will get 1 and 2. Let's say if I say splice position number 2 and I want 3 records. So what will come here inside this?
3, 4, 5.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5. Because I am asking 3 records. Though in this page we are only getting 2, but I want to show you how the splice works. So it will go from the 2 index, that is 0, 1, 2, that is this one, and it will grab 3 numbers, that is this and this. But for our case, it will be only 2 numbers, so that means we are grabbing 3 and 4. So we will be using splice using this method start row and maximum rows which we want to display it. So now let's see what is my converted array is. Why I am getting only 4 records? Here it is coming 6, right? One second. So why we are getting 4 records? Let's refresh it again. Okay, here I'm getting 6 record, my array 6, and this one is 2. My array converted is 2. Okay, so the reason is 4 is there because when I delete it, when I did the splice, it actually deleted from the my array, and that's the reason it is showing 4. So don't worry about that one. We just concentrate on this part now, that once I say my array converted 2 records, so I'm getting the 2 records here. Now instead of getting the my array to display the results here in the map, I will take my array converted. So it will take only the 2 records per page. So it's taking only the 2 records per page because it is deleting all other rows based on this criteria. So this is how we do the position. Now, based on this variables, I will try to change this pagination variables. So page number, current page number is correct, this one. Total items will be how many? Total pages will be how many? So we need to build the total pages also. So here after total rows, I will create total pages. I will create one more variable, total pages, and total pages will be total rows divided by max rows. And here I will make it math.ceil. So I will make it math.ceil. And then ceil is something we need to round off. So tomorrow, if I don't put the ceil, then it will go into point decimals, which I don't want. So now let's see what is coming in the pages. So it is saying total pages is 3 because we have 3 pages. So we want 3 pages. So just grab this total pages, and instead of the items 200, I will say items total pages. And rest all have proper variables. Only this part was missing, which I put it here. Now we are showing only the 3 links. And then I say click 2, it's going to the 2 number because when I click 2, page number changes, and when the page number changes, our page number changes, our start row changes, and based on the start row changes, we have all the change in the array converted, and everything is affected by that. So when I go to 3, I am displaying third number. So this way I am displaying 1 to last with the pagination. So let's say tomorrow if I want 3 records per page, now it will show 3 records per page, and then we have total 2 pages, and we are able to go to 2. Now I will give you this variables. I deleted all the console.log. I don't need it, and I will give this another variable also, constant. Add it, and also change this my converted in the map. Use my array converted instead of my array, and then see if you are able to go through the pagination.
You go back to, I can't, I'd been following along and I had typed most of that, but now when I'm pasting, it's not working.
Okay, so what happened is giving error.
It might be, did you copy 2 different parts there?
Okay, I'll take a look into your one, and I'll see what is problem. 1 second.
Well, if I can just see your code, I might be able to.
Yeah, I'll help you to fix the code. Okay, So you have to copy the top one constant below the bottom one. So constant pagination props, grab that and put it below the console.log of total rows. So take the pagination props and put it after line number 55.
Line number what?
So grab the code which is on line number 34, that variable pagination props, all variable, and put it after page line number 55. No, Control Z. Why there's yeah, now grab it. So grab the line number 34 to 43, delete it. That is Control X. From 34 to 44 line number, delete it, or Control X. Now put that code in after line number 44. Put that code after line number 44, right? Yeah, right. Okay, put the semicolon in the end. Okay, now where you see, yeah, right. Now save it and let's see what is going on.
Why does it have this extra?
Now, why you have the last rectangular bracket? You should not have that bracket. It should be semicolon. In the line number 57, you should have semicolon, not this one. Right, save it.
What about the first part up here? This. What about this?
Which one? I don't see it. Which one? Line number. Tell me line number.
In the chat, you pasted constant max rows equals 3 right above the pagination part.
Yeah, so you have that max rows. I changed it to 3 to display it something, but 2 is fine for now. You have that one, max rows, page number, start row, and you have page number, line number 38, line number 37, you have max rows and all.
Okay.
Okay, go down. Also go to line number 62. Instead of my array, you have to put my array converted. So copy that one. Yeah. Save it and then let's see. Okay, line number math.ceil is not a function. CEIL, it's CEIL. CEIL, line number 41. CEIL. Yes. Save it. Okay, now click the 2 number. Click the 3 number. Click the first number. Yeah, so you can go through 1 to second page and all. Now instead of max row equal to 2, try to change it to 3. So instead of max rows 2, make it 3. So now it will display 3 and we have 2 rows. Okay, now make it 25.
25.
Yeah. So it should be only 1 page now. Okay, so it's one page because we have 5 records. We are showing only one page. So that's it for the pagination. So we have to do now. Tomorrow we will do this one, sorting and filtering. Pagination was big one, so it took whole class. But this sorting and filter are small. So we will finish that filtering and sorting tomorrow both.
Yes, but I think I have a quite problem.
Okay, what is the problem?
I don't have the 25. You told Tony put 25.
Right.
In my code, I don't have it.
Let me see.
Maybe I missed.
Let me see what is the problem.
Here is
Wait. It's loading. I'm able to see now blank screen. Yeah, now tell me.
max row 3. I have it. And I have a constant pagination props.
Yeah, this is fine.
Where is the 25?
25 you have to put instead of max rows 3, you have to put max rows 25. Max row equal to 25. Line number 40. Yeah, instead of 3, try to put 25.
What number did you put?
I put 2 and 3 or 25.
Oh,
So how many you want to display per page? Max rows is how many you want to display per page. Right now it's 2. You are showing 2 because you have only 2 records, I think.
Yes, I have only 2 already.
So that's why even if you put 3, you are able to show only 2. So if you have many records, then you try to change and play with it. Right now, you put 1 because for your case, just put 1. Max rows equal to 1.
Okay.
Yeah, save it. Now you will be getting 2 pages. Wait, refresh it. Let it refresh. So now you will get 1 rows. Now you have 2 pages. Click 2 numbers.
Yes.
So try to play with it. Try to change the numbering, and whatever I showed you, try to repeat that thing again and again to remember everything.
Yes. So right now works fine.
Right now it's working fine. So that's it for today. Any questions?
No.